He's currently burning up the international charts with his smash hit Cheerleader. Let's take you on over to London for an interview with the reggae singer Omi.
When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what up? It's your boy Omi and we're right here in London. Pre this. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. To me, it's a big change, but I'm pretty humbled by it, you know, and I just take it that I'm not supposed to be complacent right now. And it is, I don't know, for me it's just fuel, you know, to move forward and move on to the next level. The major highlight since the remix would have to be how many platinums it has accumulated, you know. So, I mean, 3 times platinum in Australia, you know, platinum in Italy, 5 times platinum in Sweden, platinum in UK. You know, it's crazy. Gold in South Africa, it's crazy. So, that would be definitely the highlight. Fame has always been just an added incentive. It is not the focal point of why I do music and you know, and why I'm in music. So, you know, fame is just an added incentive for me. It's not about fame for me. Being away from Jamaica, what I miss the most is Jamaica. I mean, there's no other place like it. So I'd like to say thanks to my manager Clifton, specialist Dylan the Great. You know, thanks to the UFA Media team, you know, Ultra, Sony, you know, everybody involved in the project. Thanks to the fans, as I always say, I'm a fan of my fans. You know, big ups and respect to everybody, you know, who give me their love and support. There's definitely gonna be a follow-up single, but, you know, I would just advise the fans to keep up to date with what's happening on my social website. You know, it's omimusiconline.com, Facebook at Omi Today, Twitter at Omi Music Online, Instagram, same thing, Omi Music Online. You know, so just keep up to date with all the happenings and you'll know what's next. You know, we have a few festivals in the summer, but it's mostly about promo right now. You know, so everybody wants to, you know, see the man behind the worldwide famous song, as you would put it. You know, so you know, we're just making a few stops. You know, say hi, yeah.
Just in case you just tuned into the show, we're on Jamaica's South Coast for this week's episode. Now, it was the finals at the Issa Digicel T20 Schoolboy competition, and we were there. Steph versus Cross Keys High. Let's see who took the prize home.
Your thoughts about the match today?
Well, we did not stick to the plan in the batting. The bowling wasn't excellent from the season. 170 on this field was a hard fight for us. Well, the pitch overall, it was a good pitch. It was play, it was bouncing, etc.
A victory for you guys today. How you felt about the whole game?
Well, I feel very good. Openers go out there and give us a good start, you know. That lift up our heads and to get us past the line for 171. I back my bowlers to go out there and defend that. We won this very same tournament last year, and you know, most of us leaving this year, so we wanted to retain the title, and we did that. From the moment we made 171, we know it was a high total for the cross season team to get, because they don't have no really depth in their batting, and we have a lot of bowlers, so we just back ourselves to go out there and defend that total.
But I'm going to the beach, money in my pocket, so I know I have to reach. Call a couple girls, tell them to link up with my peeps, tell them rolling at them topless. Well, it's a hard.
Of course, you know, cricket has always been a part of the Jamaican DNA, and it is a growing and developing sport across the country. And the important part of it is to ensure that our young athletes, our young cricketers, have the opportunity to grow more. And we're very proud to come on board to contribute towards the growth of the entire sport across the island. Digital have been a part of the development of cricket. As you know, we're a big part of the West Indies cricket, and we're getting into grassroots cricket. And we have partnered with ISA last year to create, of course, a T20 competition, and it's growing tremendously over last year. I'm really proud of that growth. Definitely for us, it's about developing young people, young talent, young athletes. Our investment span across athletics, spans across cricket, football, and it's all about setting that foundation for the growth of all the sports. And once you do that, definitely Jamaica will take over the international stage. Being involved in the community, as you can see, Cross-Keys has a great community support. And even though they came in second, you can see their parents, their community supporting them to say you had tried your best. And it's really important for young people to know that they have a backing, they have a support of the community, and we want to be there in the community when they support our young people. It's all about celebrating the prizes and celebrating the community, celebrating the athletes and the cricketers. And of course, you know, it's all good to bring on one of the great entertainers in Jamaica now who is making rounds. And Ding Dong is there to give the entertainment for the rest of the day.
Before we go to our third and final commercial break, listen up to this accident prevention tip courtesy of our sponsors, Superior Parts Limited.
Speed plays an important role in driving a large truck. Professional truck drivers who practice safe driving do not drive so fast that they cannot safely stop their vehicles without being involved in a collision. Remember, it takes you longer to accelerate and longer to brake a large truck than a motor vehicle. Always slow down in work zones. If the driver is hauling hazardous materials, he or she must take special precautions and perhaps take special routes. Professional drivers must always be aware of weight restrictions when approaching bridges.